Hi guys, it's Ash Lemire here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to put foundation on red, dry skin. Now, if you have red and dry skin like I do, you can see it looks not as bad off camera as it does on camera, but there's some redness going on here, and of course you can see my ear is super red right now, really, really red. But if you have dry and flaky skin like I do, and red skin like I do, then you know the troubles that you have putting on a full face, full coverage foundation without looking cakey and gross and wrinkly and flaky. So if you have an issue with red skin and you still haven't quite figured out how to get it covered up, come along this little journey with me and see if maybe my trick works for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've already applied a moisturizer, which is a super important part. A lot of times I use Clinique, but today I'm using, this is called Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm by Josie Maran. Really, really great for smoothing out texture and giving this really nice underglow, because I know dry skin can oftentimes look dull and icky. So really, really wonderful product. I actually got this in my Sephora Play bag, and as soon as my little sample's out, I'm definitely going to go get the bigger jar. Totally worth it. Really beautiful product. And then also I'm using e.l.f.'s Hydrating Primer. Also a really great product on the cheap. Really, really gives your skin that boost of hydration that is so important with dry skin and red skin. And even you can see that my redness has gone down just the tiniest bit after even doing all that. So let's move on to foundation now. Today I'm going to be using Too Faced's Born This Way and Maybelline's Fit Me in Dewy and Smooth. I use both of these because even though I love Maybelline Fit Me, it does still, even though it's pretty yellow, it's like one of the more yellow drugstore foundations, but it's still pretty pink. And when you're combating redness, you want to steer away from pink as much as possible, even if you have pink undertones. I know a lot of people use green as a color corrector, but green doesn't always help. It sometimes makes you really pale and washed out. So if you're having problems, try a yellow-based foundation, and it might help. At least that's what works for me mostly. So what I do is I take a little bit of my Fit Me, and I'm just gonna put that on my hand, and it always just comes out way too much. And then I'm just gonna do the itziest bitsiest pump of my, actually a little bit, of my Born This Way. And then for the piece de resistance, I use Biosance's. It's called the Nourisher. It's like squalene rose oil, and it just gives that little bit of extra, hydration to your skin. The Fit Me Dewy and Smooth is really good about looking nice and, dewy and pretty. And the Born This Way foundation has hyaluronic acid in it, which pulls moisture from your environment and pulls it into your skin, which is really great. However, the Born This Way is not a full coverage foundation, and so while it works, it doesn't work that well. So I'm just going to dot this on my face in no particular order. Especially because I have a double chin. I'll never do that again, I promise. I just had to get it away. I'm going to dot it under my neck, and you can see there's a good amount of redness right there. And it's funny, like people with red faces or redness on their face, oftentimes are super embarrassed about it. I know I am. And I was doing makeup with my friend the other day, and she said, I didn't even notice your redness until you put foundation on and saw that it was gone. So it made me feel kind of good, but then it, you know, also was like, no, I can see my redness all day, every day. Like, so anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my dampened beauty blender, and I'm going to bounce that on my skin in a firm bouncing motion. And I'm just gonna start working that product into my face. And you can already see that it's getting rid of that redness pretty well already. And there wasn't, this is just a first layer. Now sometimes if I see, I like to keep, I don't know, I mean everybody has their personal preferences, but I like to keep as little makeup on my face as possible, because that heavy feeling just kills me inside all day. And so I just like to keep as little as possible. I just dyed my hair so it looks a little red at my roots right now. So I'm thinking today I'm only gonna need one layer of foundation, but I might need to do some touching up. And of course you don't want to forget your super red ear. Look at that bad boy. What did I do? Why is it like that? I'm just blending in and pressing that product into my face so that I can get the most coverage, and so that it'll just melt into my skin in a beautiful way. And this Fit Me foundation, really, it's like the best drugstore foundation. And I've tried a few. The other day I tried NYX's Total Drop, the dropper one, and I didn't know that it was matte. And oh boy, it was horrendous. It was so horrible. So now I'm going to move on to the other side of my face, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to work that product right in there. And you can see this side of my face is a bit more red than the other side of my face, so I might need to use a little more product on this side. So now my foundation did a pretty good job of getting rid of most of my redness. If you could see before, if you remember before how red my face was, and then now how evened out it is. Now I know if you really want the green concealers, Dermablend makes this really great product, and it's $20 for this teensy little tube, but you just need the tiniest amount, and just whoosh, that stuff just goes right on your face. And like, but I find that it just makes me look washed out and shallow. So this is just foundation now. I'm gonna go in just for purposes, for tutorial purposes, and show you with some concealer. Now for me, this would be for like work or something. This would be okay. Like I wouldn't mind, because I'm gonna sweat my ass off anyway at work. So I wouldn't mind just this, and then some setting spray. And then of course, I would set my makeup, which I almost forgot to do. So today for setting, I'm just using, I don't use setting powder a lot because my face is dry and gross, so I don't bake my face or anything like that. It just doesn't work out for me. It's a huge mess. So what I do is I just pop open this little e.l.f. compact that I have, a Perfect Finish HD powder. It's not perfect finish, but it makes sure that I don't crease up. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush and knock it out. And then I'm just going to tap that under my eyes. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of concealer. I am not a huge concealer girl. Today I'm using LA Girls Pro Conceal in the lightest fucking shade possible. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Ooh, ooh. Did you guys hear that? It sounded like gross. And I'm just going to give myself a couple little marks here. And then one right here, one here, and 1, 2, 3. There. I kind of like this part because I look like I have cat whiskers or something. And then I'm just going to blend that in. Finish with a little Urban Decay all-nighter. And then I'm just tapping that down, just to set it in there. And I'm gonna go do my eye makeup and my lipstick, and I'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. So I went ahead and did my eyeshadow and my lipstick. And I stuck with a really, really soft look with a neutral eye and a soft lip and just the smallest amount of highlight because I really wanted to showcase the foundation. I have scoured the internet looking for different ways to deal with redness and dryness, and most of the tutorials I've found use a fuck ton of product, and I hate having that heavy face. I know I've mentioned a few times that I hate that. So this is my specific way of doing it. It's not the perfect way. It surely isn't the right way, but it's what I've found that fits me the best, especially because all that product just drags me down. But if you have any tips or tricks that you'd like to share with me, I would love to have them. Like, leave a comment below, and I'd like to try and see how it works for me. And of course, I'd love to show other people different ways of combating redness and dry skin, because there's not a lot out there for us. I mean, dry skin maybe, but redness and rosacea, like, just a small number of videos that don't involve just mass amounts of product, and I really can't stand that. But if you found this tutorial useful and you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I would love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching.